Hello, it's Andy Graham of the Ask Andy Show. I'm removing the delusions of the global planet. I've been to 90 countries and traveled nonstop for 16 years. Today is Monday, let's see, May 12th. Alan H., I think he's from Ireland or something, or no, Scotland, I think, asked a question: where are you going in Europe? Again, I'm going to Bulgaria, but that's not quite correct because I really don't care where I go. Okay, I want to go to places that seem interesting and that bring to my attention, but I wrap things around the budget plus the location plus the hotel. Okay, so right now I'm keying in on Bulgaria is maybe a round trip or a one-way ticket to Bulgaria. Then I could go to Albania, Sarajevo, all these little countries, Slovenia, Romania, around there, hopefully on next jump. So like I would go sequentially, country to country. I would go to, let me adjust this camera a little bit. I would adjust this I would go to each of the adjoining countries sequentially. So I would stay like 1 month in Bulgaria. But really what I'm doing right now, and this is a hard thing to explain, is I'm trying to find tickets. And there's like 6 countries here where all the tickets are about the same. If suddenly one of these tickets went down to $300 one way, I would buy the ticket there and I would go there. So I would change my decision. But I also could find a ticket. I was looking on Norwegian.com, a Norwegian airline, and I could buy a ticket that goes to Norway and then take a train to Bulgaria, so I could stop in Norway. And this is really a high possibility that I might, just because I don't really want to necessarily live in any. Okay, by the time I get there in September, it's going to be cold. So definitely don't want to stay in Norway for a month in the cold weather. And it's about the hotels. So, but in a way, I think what Alan's saying, are you getting near Scotland? And I wish he'd just say that. Are you getting near Scotland, if that's where he's at? And what I could do is, what I could do is land in Scotland, and then go on to buy low-cost carrier, because it might only cost on Ryanair or something, $100 to get to Bulgaria. On the other side is, unless somebody can promise me a place where I can stay for around $10, $20 a night, I don't go. I don't go just because somebody says someplace. There's like 253 countries on the planet, and the bottom line is, unless somebody tells me there's some sort of affordable living there, which affordable, what's that mean? Affordable to me is $10 a night, okay? So unless somebody can assure me that there's a $10 a night hotel and the transport from the, I had a girl in Netherlands want me to come see her maybe 8 years ago or something, and it was a $100 train trip to go see her, so $100 there, $100 back. Guess what? I didn't go see her, because to me, you're asking me to spend $300 to come see you. And that, for a casual friend, this is really tough. You got to really want to see your friend, and you got to know that this friend's going to take care of you and all these things. And most of these friends are casual friends, and they don't want to promise anything. They just want to see me, right? So I've told friends of mine, you come to Indiana, you got a place to stay for 7 days. I'll put you up, you have your own, we'll share a shower, but you can have your own room, blah, 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 blah. And I give them the outline. I says, you're going to be fed and housed, room and board for 7 days, and then you're going to have to leave. And I tell them straight out, because I said, my mom's not going to like it after 7 days. But she really was, she said she'd never do it, but I know she'd love this if it was just normal times. Right now it's kind of a tough time. But where am I going in Europe? When I get the combination of a cheap airfare, cheap room, and cheap transportation, cheap everything, do it. I go there, because Europe's got like 42 countries, and it's like when the opportunity, I'm going to go to Europe over and over and over again for the rest of my life, and I really don't look at it as it's any one of them's better than the other. I mean, I don't have any. Most of the cultures of Europe are almost, they're not that radically different than American culture, even though everybody wants to mystify it like it is. Going to Europe is, we're all European in America, so I would like to go to Scotland because my name is Scottish. So, but I mean, on the other side, the weather in Europe is so, difficult, and it's just a difficult place to travel and wander around unless you're on a $500 a day budget. One day I hope to be on a $500 a day budget and I'll wander around Europe. But the joy of travel is when the wanderlust. That means that you just go anywhere and everywhere you want to. When you have to put a regime, that's like work. My opinion, but I know everybody wants to go to Europe because they only dream of it. That's why I call some of you after Europes. After you've through romanticizing the stone, romanticizing Europe, then you go to the rest of the planet. And that's when travel starts, is when you see the global view. Okay, Andy Graham. Thank you, Alan. We can pack up tomorrow.